Step 2, the interview. This is the step Africans need to take when they are applying for a student visa to go study in China. If you didn't watch my first video, please go watch it, because before the step you need to submit documents, and I stated all the documents you need, and I gave advice on what you should do when submitting documents to the embassy. This video is going to tell you about the kind of questions you should expect when you are doing the interview process. Normally when people hear about interview, they're like, they get scared. But I just don't know why people just get scared of interviews. Interview is supposed to get to know you better. I mean, a face-to-face interview is supposed to get to know you better, get to know your temperament, get to know who you are, and get to ask you questions concerning your documents. So there are 2 reasons why these people are going to interview you. The first thing is get to know you, whether you are okay, you are not a psycho. And also the second reason is to know what kind of documents you have and how can you prove that your documents you have are genuine or something. They will also try to get to punch loopholes. I mean, they will try and look for mistakes. Okay, they will try to look for mistakes. So try as much as possible not to make any mistake. That's the purpose of an interview, to get you to get things wrong, to just ask you questions so that you confuse yourself or to say the wrong things so you be disqualified. But then if you go through without saying any wrong things and you answer the questions correctly, then you are cool, you're good to go. So what I advise you to do is don't get scared. That's the first thing. Don't get scared. Every question they ask you, pause for at least 30 seconds, think about it and answer the question. Don't just jump into answering the questions when they ask you the question. Pause, take a deep breath, wait for 30 seconds or 20 seconds, then you can give out the answer. What I'll tell you is, these counselors, I mean those doing the interview, most of them are psychologists or they studied psychology before. So they will try to read you, they'll try to push you a little bit to try to make some mistakes. So please, no mistakes here and don't panic, okay? Now I'm going to try to help you answer some basic questions that they will ask you, okay? Question number 1, they will ask you, what are you going to do in China? What are you going to do in China? If you are a student and you are applying for student visa, what would be your answer? What are you going to do in China? Yes, you are going to study, right? So that's what you should say. You should tell them you are going to study. If you go saying anything aside this, homie, you are out. Because your document is saying you are going to study in China. And during the interview, you are saying you are going to do something else. So yeah, everything should tally. Everything should be the same. Your documents should be the same and should have the same focus as what you're saying. The next question might be, who is your sponsor and how is your sponsor related to you? Most of the time they expect your parents to be your sponsor or your close relative to be your sponsor. Don't go telling them your father's friend is your sponsor and your mother's friend is your sponsor. You know, your mother's friend has children and he or she is responsible for his children. So please make sure that your sponsor name, your sponsor's surname is related to your surname. If your sponsor has the same surname as yours, it's okay. But then if your sponsor doesn't have any surname close to yours, don't try to do that. Don't try to do that. It's not going to work. Also, you should state the relationship between you and your sponsor. A clear relationship. So, if your sponsor is your guardian and has no relation to you, example, you're adopted, you should make it clear that this is what's happening. Don't try to be dodgy. They might ask you a very funny question. Would you come back? Would you come back to your home country? Of course. These people are psychologists, yeah. So they will ask you some kind of questions. Some are harsh, some are soft, and yeah, just respond yes, you are going to come back. Because, hey, China is not your country. So, yeah, just tell them you are going to come back. Be straight and direct to them. Yeah. They might ask you, can you speak Chinese? If you can't, say yes, you can. If you can't, say no, you can't. If you try to go and lie, they'll find out. They'll be speaking Chinese with you and you cannot respond. Don't try to please anybody. Don't go there trying to beg, trying to please your way through. Nah, man, that's not the purpose of an interview. You're not trying to please someone. You are just trying to answer the questions they ask you. So please, if you go there, don't try to please them. If they ask you a question, answer it. Don't answer in a rude way. Don't answer in a way that will belittle you too. They might ask you, why your grades low? Answer. You tell them you were involved in several extracurricular activities. You were involved in choir, you were playing soccer, you were doing this, you were doing that. And that's a suitable answer. If you go saying anything that is not reasonable, then they are going to hold you for it. So try to be reasonable. Try to give reasons that are reasonable. They might ask you, why is your name different on your passport and you have another different name on your birth certificate? The answer is simple. You tell them, oh, before I was person A and now I changed my name and I'm person B. This is a certificate to prove that I changed my name, and this certificate is endorsed by the government. That is a good reason. Don't go saying anything apart from this. Remember, be reasonable. Talking about names, if your name is Williams and you spell it out as William, just only the S makes your document invalid. They are very, very particular on these things. So make sure that your name on all your documents is spelled out exactly as it is. Just a hyphen will change everything. Just an S or an A will change everything. So take note. They are very, very particular on these things. They might ask you, why did you study business for your senior high school and you want to study medicine for your first degree? The answer is simple. When you're young, your dreams were different. And now that you are growing, your dreams are different. So that's the reason why you want to study medicine. That's very reasonable. You can find any other reasonable excuse to tell them. Don't go tell them something was not reasonable. They might also ask you, your age is so old. Why do you want to go to school? Why do you want to study now? The answer is very simple. You tell them that it's in your plans. All is in your plans. You plan to study as at this time because of the fact that you had other things to do. You were working in some company or you were involved in other activities. So now is the time that you plan to study. So that is why you want to go back to school now. Thank you for watching my video. Share this video with family and friends. If you have any questions, send me an email. I'll be happy to hear from you.